We are heading to Boston. Ooh, ooh, it's going down fast. It's coming. Okay, thank you. Ooh. I know, right? That was fast. That's weird. Me too. Us. Okay, you guys, it's Jessica Lachelle. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so your girl been, upgrading in life, you know what I'm saying? The ancestors want me to live a beautiful life. So I flew Comfort in Delta. We had a, little setback with our flight. So Delta was so awesome, very, very great. Making sure we got back to Atlanta from New Orleans because everybody and their mama was trying to come back at the same time. So we was just like, we're gonna have to go out the way towards Boston, then come back in, so we don't have to deal with all that. So they let us, do a overlay into Boston, and I got to sit in comfort, baby. When I say, I was like, okay. And I sat by one guy. He was from New Orleans, but he lived in Boston. He would tell me he came back for the whole week and partied in this piece with his family and friends. He was like, okay, I'm done. And he showed me his costume. I was like, they get really creative. when Mardi Gras come through. So yeah, they gave us snacks. You get your little Biscoff Delta cookies and all type of little snacks and everything. They get you something to drink. You could pick between, little wine and stuff like that, and it's complimentary, so you don't have to pay for it. And then you get to watch all the movies you freaking want. I say all the freaking movies, but they have a great selection. So I forgot what in the world I was watching. I was just having fun, just playing with stuff. I was like, ooh, what does this button do? So yeah, I enjoyed the comfort flight and everything, and I took a nap. So it was like a 2.5-hour flight from New Orleans to take probably 2 to 3, one of them. I don't know. All I know is I chilled, I snacked, and I took a nap. And we got to Boston and waited for a little bit, but yeah. It just shows the flight information and everything. Y'all, I was just clicking on buttons. I was just having a time of my life. Okay. And with Comfort, I will say they do not give headphones in Comfort. Okay. They do give headphones in first class. So if you are on the flight and you feel like you might need your own headphones, you might want to get the ones that's like the old side type of headphones, or anything that's like USB. You can hook up to a USB to the headphones. But you're going to need them old school headphones with that little circle thing right there to your left. But, yeah, so I just start playing with the map, you guys. But I enjoyed this flight. I really did. So from here on out, I'm flying first class in this piece. I like the comfort. Don't get me wrong. Delta was very, very nice. It was really cool. So, yeah, I enjoyed every bit of it. Okay, we're leaving Boston. We landed in Boston, and we have to go. This is going to take us to Atlanta. And I was in comfort. Now I get to get the first class experience. So I'm excited. I heard Delta got some nice first class. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see how this play out. I don't even think I'm looking at the camera. So yeah, we went from New Orleans to Boston to Atlanta, even though we passed Atlanta on the way. It was like a 2.5-hour flight. It wasn't bad. They fed us. They gave us snacks and drinks. And Bria had champagne in first class. So yeah, we are getting ready to get in the yeah, but we are getting ready to go on the airplane, and we get to be in first class. First class, up in the sky, champagne, living that life in the best lane. I want to change by the glamorous, the flossy, glamorous. I'm supposed to do the clapping, Brie. Oh,
What the part? What?
When she started clapping. The classic,
I
okay, I gotta move the phone.
My
Yeah,
solo.
I was trying to clap.
I was doing my
You're supposed to
part.
clap, Bria. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Okay, so this is my flight from Boston to Atlanta, and I flew first class for the first time, which was just extraordinary to me. And I was in 2A, and Bria was in front of me, so I was a seat behind her. They was able to get us in and everything, and it wasn't even that many people, so they had to kind of space everybody out in a sense. They was like they needed more people to kind of sit in the back, but with the hookup, we ended up getting in the first couple of rows. And when I say this has shifted my fucking identity, I had a whole identity shift. Like, they got a whole menu. This is complimentary, you guys. So anytime you fly first class with Delta, you get a meal, you get drinks. Like, they keep that shit coming, okay? I felt like bougie and pampered, and just it says welcome to elevated. You show right. I had some Chardonnay. So right when I first got on the airplane, before we start the flight leaving from Boston, they gave me some wine. She was like, would you like anything to drink? I was like, well, what do you have? And she was like, I was like, you have any wine? She was like, red or white? Let me get some Chardonnay. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, go ahead and look at the menu and everything, this, that, and the third. You guys, when I say, like, I don't know how to explain it. Once you fly first class, and I understand now what Steve Harvey was saying. Everybody, we all can say what we want to say about him, but he made sense when he said this. But this is us taking off from Boston and everything. So while you guys are watching that, I'm going to break this down. So when you, book a first class flight, it changes how you see things, of when you kind of treat yourself better, or when you get that chance of, just being able to have that chance to have a little better in life, and knowing that you are worthy of it, and knowing that you are deserving of it. I've always known, for these past few years, yes, I am worthy of a first class flight. You know what I'm saying? And do I want to keep that going? Yes. And that's what I expect to do. So, I was just looking at this beautiful scenery. I'm drinking my Chardonnay, you guys. I'm just chilling back. It was everything and more that what I could ever expect, to be honest. Yeah. I enjoyed this whole flight. And y'all, I had my whole little inner child moment. I ended up watching a kids movie. I said, you sure right. If you gonna do it, baby, do it big, okay? We not playing small no more, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, where does playing small get you in this bitch? Nowhere. And that's just me being real with y'all. And I know I am made for more. And I know I made more for first class flights in this piece. So that's how we gonna be rolling from here on out. Whatever, if the ancestors and the universe allow me to continue to fly first class, that's what I'm gonna do. But comfort, I still rocks with comfort as well, because I still get served and helped, and just, yeah, I love it. So I ended up watching a DreamWorks movie. I want to say I went to go see the first one, Bad Guys, with my best friend and my nephews and my son. And when I say, you guys, this movie is freaking hilarious. I was like, when you could have your adult moment and your inner child moment in this on a first class flight with your Chardonnay and watch a DreamWorks movie. Oh my gosh, this is chef's kiss, okay? And the food was bomb, the drinks was bomb, the movie selection was bomb. Yes, I rocks with it. So, I'm gonna let y'all watch this a little bit, get a little insight of what I was watching and everything, and I'm gonna come back. Okay, you guys, so this was my first class meal. It was broccolini, honey roasted barbecue thigh, chicken thigh, and then like a potatoes, like it was like cheesy potatoes. I don't know the name of it. I want to say it's like a all grant. I don't give me a line, okay? But the shit was good. And that tiramisu was hitting, baby, and the little butter roll and everything, and my wine on the side. Honey, when I say this is the after picture, I tore that food up. I was like, you know what? You put me in first class, baby. I will make sure I take advantage of every piece of it, okay? So after I got done watching the movie Bad Guys 2, I was like, let me listen to some music. And yo, when I say this was the most peaceful, luxurious, exciting first class flight I have ever had in my life. Like, I didn't know what to do with myself. I was just like, let me just listen to some music. And I was like, I was just chilling, y'all, like having a wine. We 40,000 feet up in the air in this piece. I'm just living the best life ever that I know I deserve and I'm worthy of. And I know that God and my ancestors and my angels want me to have. So I enjoyed everything. We're back in Atlanta, you guys. We made it.
Yes.
Oh my God. It was such an experience. But we had a good experience, though.
Yes.
I flew first class for the first
Yes,
time. I'm bougie now.
We set foot in
I'm
Boston
bougie.
for a minute. Yeah, she said,
I'm bougie.
well, I ain't been. I've been bougie.
She been bougie. I mean, I'm bougie, but not first class type bougie. I had 3 glasses of Chardonnay, some barbecue fried chicken, some broccolini, and some macarons, and some tiramisu.
I was full, y'all. I didn't eat all
I ate everything.
It was delicious.
It was. So we're getting ready to get home. Get ready to call it a night. So yes, we're getting ready to go home. I enjoyed myself. I had fun. The ancestor said it was meant for me to ride first class on the way back from New Orleans. Well, I did come first from New Orleans to Boston, Boston to Atlanta, first class. And Bria learned some things about her situation. She learned a lot today, didn't you, Bria? Yes, I did, Mom. You sure did. Okay, you guys, I am back on the train, leaving from Atlanta to go northwest. And I am up. Delta was giving me drinks in this piece, okay? But I'm still functional, so about to get back home, take a shower, and go to sleep, okay? Yeah, that part.